summing up the whole exhibition really and what the Two Worlds is about, it's about providing that peer support for fellow veterans and giving them a voice, you know, within our communities to experience the whole sort of transitional period, but also to highlight and raise awareness of some of those issues that are often associated with transition. It's really important that you know, these people are not mollycoddled in any way. It's really important that we actually understand the real issues that underlie these people's backgrounds, and also to appreciate the qualities they actually bring back to the community after their service. I think it's really important to highlight where we really want to go with this in the future. You know, we're looking at future exhibitions to mark the start of a great war, and also to engage with other veterans along the way, whether that's individuals or groups. Obviously, more the merrier. But I think that by providing that peer support, along with some really sort of inspirational and useful services to veterans and their dependents and families, we can certainly aid that transition, but also to create that lost feeling of belonging somewhere, and obviously show our full appreciation for their past commitment and service to our country and indeed the crown that they've served. The Two Worlds project has actually been in existence for just under 18 months now. We started off with an initial stories exhibition where we highlighted the transitional stories of 13 founder veterans. Their stories range from their service in World War II, up into current conflicts such as Iraq and Afghanistan. The first exhibition really gave an opportunity for them to tell their stories from a personal point of view, and one that I certainly identified with on many levels, with regards to the feeling of sort of despair and lost, and where do I go from here? And certainly coming back to civilian life with an injury was made the whole sort of transitional process so much more riddled with difficulties and trials and tribulations. But I think that having made such a fantastic impact by telling those stories to both other veterans and obviously the wider community, we have really inspired some people to get involved with the whole project, which has then obviously led on to the second exhibition, which we're at now. As you sort of previously heard, it's about, you know, sort of doorways and pathways that people have taken on leaving the armed forces. And some have been, you know, some quite moving stories. Some have been very successful transitions. But I think that to look at the whole diversity of individual stories, you know, we can look at those stories and actually, you know, sort of take inspiration really in our own lives about making our own choices and where we do fit in with our families and our work. But we can really sort of all move forward together as part of an integrated community. We've got a very interactive website. People can come to our website, which is www.fromservicetocivvystreet.co.uk. You can post your stories on there. You can message us. We also have a very useful resources page, which details lots of local and national organisations that have dedicated services to veterans and their families, as well as serving personnel as well. There's information on, for instance, on Royal British Legion, on the Army Welfare Service, combat stress, to name a few. And again, we're always looking to extend our partnership and engage with as many organisations as possible. This exhibition is due to last for 4 weeks. It's due to finish on the 7th of February. And again, one of the things we would like to do for the next exhibition is to initially launch it here in Tunbridge Wells and then maybe take it around the county as well to reach a wider audience. And again, so if anyone out there could actually help in assisting either funding any future exhibitions or maybe hosting a future exhibition for a period of time, we'd love to hear from you. So the transitional support from the armed forces is very different depending on the way that you exit from the armed forces. For instance, if you leave service before your before your contract of employment's up, you would be classed as an ESL or early service leaver. And the level of support actually in reintegration back into the wider community is very minimal. Dare I say it, unfit for purpose. But for instance, if you were to leave due to injury or be classed as WIS, which is wounded, injured and sick, the level of transition and support is absolutely immense. The current resettlement period is 6 months, and it's governed by an organisation called CTP, which is the Career Transition Partnership, which aids to look at preparing service personnel for reintegration back into employment. But I think that the important issue that I'd like to highlight on this note is the fact that whether you're an ESL or whether you're, you come to your end of your employment due to end of contract, or whether you're wounded, injured and sick, it's very, very different levels of support. Whereas the two worlds are really taking a stance in the fact that we don't care how long you've served, we don't care where you've served, we don't care how many medals you've got, we don't care how old you are. We're here to provide peer support and genuine, effective signposting and help. One of the other groups that we've openly engaged with this year, as you can see from some of the pieces behind us, is an organisation called STOL, which was originally started in 1914 for sufferers of what's now known as PTSD, or shell shock as it was then known. Now, most of the beneficiaries there have suffered with either some kind of mental health, drug and alcohol abuse, or faced homelessness post their service. And again, it's projects such as this that give them an even platform to express themselves. As you can see from some of the pieces behind me, the level of expression and attention to detail has been absolutely phenomenal. So again, we're really keen to work with organisations such as Blind Veterans UK and STOL, as well as the wider veterans organisations that may be interested in working alongside us.